Pum 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 param pum 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 pum. Param pum 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 para pum pum pum. Param pum 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 param pum pum pum. Oh, whoops. I was not supposed to be live yet. I was just setting things up. Hold on. We'll just throw up a starting soon then, because I do have to get a couple of things set up real quick.
Sorry, gonna start in a second. Just something came up when I went downstairs to grab water. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, people. Sorry, I hit the start button early, and then I didn't want to have, like, cancel and restart and everything. So I just went downstairs to go get the water. And, then something came up and pulled me away. But this is Fire Emblem Lords of the Seas. I don't know anything about this other than that it's focused on naval warfare, so we have Sail here to help us out and keep us company. At stream notifications, come join me on a naval adventure. But, okay. Do this. I don't know why. It's... For some reason, Discord is screwed up and it's showing the old Garfield stream. Alright, so we have easy. Enemies lose all their auto levels. Note that this affects player units who join as enemies. Enemies are tough and have good scaling, but are weaker than in hard mode. Recommended for a first playthrough. Well, you know, if this is recommended for a first playthrough, fuck it, I'll do normal. I will take the author's recommendation at face value. On the continent of Pyrona, old grudges have spilled over. The resource port south of Hasana splits from the north. They attempt to use their superior ports as leverage. The jagged rocks in the northern ocean limit trade by water, and the mountains make moving resources by land impractical. The south, meanwhile, has a much more forgiving infrastructure. However, profits that flow through the rivers invariably return north. When negotiations over taxes and regulation collapse, they secede, carving out the new nation of Kaysari and seizing most ports. Hasana, with many rivers now controlled by Kaysari troops, attempts to buy wyverns and pegasi from western Leviathan in lieu of transporting supplies via the circuitous river routes. When favorable conditions are not met, Hasana declares war. Neighboring Taurus can do naught to help them in their struggles. Although on fairly amicable terms, poor terrain and lack of arable land hinder the tribal nation. Worse, border skirmishes with Kaysari sooner begin to erupt. Additionally, with the conflict with Leviathan bogging down, Hasana's princess Roseanne. Fuck, that's a real person name. I can't pronounce shit. Chooses to leave the front lines. Returning home for the first time in months, she finds herself tasked with ousting the southern rebels. However, this task will soon lead her down a very dark road indeed. Princess Roseanne? Oh, it's you, Captain Pavo, was it? That would be me, yes. Just checking I'm really transporting the genuine article. I have to say, I was quite surprised when I heard who I would be escorting. Why is that? Well, the fact that you're here at all. Aren't you lot supposed to be out west in Leviathan, helping with the war effort? What are you doing back in Hasana? Things are finally beginning to wind down out there, so I decided to come home. The thing is, the veritable second I get back, I found out this matter with Kaysari. Oh, they're who we're after, huh? Heh. I guess it's not enough for them to take the southern ports and declare their independence. Now they're journeying up our rivers and attacking what few ships we have left. Great way to say you want to be left alone, lads. Attacking the country you're leaving. I don't know what to think personally. Well, as one of the few men not in this country with somewhere left to moor a boat, I say screw 'em. I'll be more than happy to see the back of those traitors. Sorry, I'm bothering you, aren't I? Not exactly. I just worry this will escalate to more than bandit attacks. I can see that. Now forgive me if it seems like I'm running away, but I have to head below deck. I have a few people I need to check on. Wait. She's supposed to be this warrior maiden I've heard so much about? She was only carrying a dagger. Ooh, dagger unit? Everyone alright down here? If by alright you mean listening to Aiza mouth off about Kiasari constantly, then yeah, we're doing fantastic. That's how you describe it, huh, David? Says the man perfectly happy to let the traitors to the crown walk off scot-free. Hey, if they weren't hurting anyone, I wouldn't go anywhere near them. Except they are, you moron! Oh, we all know the reason that you care is so that you can take credit for dealing with them. You take that back. Enough, both of you. If you're going to, all you're going to do is bicker, go and do it somewhere else. Fine by me. Anywhere I can get further away from the neurotic, I'm happy with it. What was that? I swear, they get worse every day. I'm sorry about this, you two. It's quite alright. I'm used to hearing about other people's problems. Priestess Talara, there's still time for me to have the captain turn the ship around. You and Mikilo shouldn't need to dirty your hands with these matters. You needn't worry about us. We agreed to assist you in this matter. We're staying. You're absolutely certain? The wedding wasn't that long ago, was it? I won't die. And there's no way in hell I'm gonna let her die. Don't worry. Well, as long as you're sure, now gather your things and be ready. Now I'm gonna have us drop anchor at a little dock down the river from the village. I'm gonna have us drop anchor at a dock a little down the river from the village. That way if the men loading this merchant ship try and bid hasty retreat on it, they'll have to come to us. Quite a few of them around. I guess we'll have to push through. Everyone, make for the village. We have to stop them looting the merchant ship. Alright, let's see what we got. So this is our flagship, the Thunderhead, a former pirate ship, small size, but has great speed and power. Ships that lead other vessels in battle, equips cannons and ballistae. And ballista are 3 to 5 range. The short ballista is 3 to 5 range. I don't know if this is all ballista. Medium range, highly accurate. Effective against armors and ships. Okay, so the cannon is for close range combat. Okay, so already we're immediately jumping into the sort of naval combat basics. And this is going to deal effective damage to the other ships. And also armors. So I guess... yeah, so I guess, like, we can have the ship sort of pelt enemies from in the river as well. That's pretty cool. I mean, obviously the first move we're supposed to do is ship-on-ship action. Do you reach? You don't reach. I mean, fuck, before looking at all of our traditional units, I want to check out naval warfare. Okay, there's no animations. Honestly, though, that's, like, to be expected. A whole new boat animations for everything would be kind of extreme. Ooh. Okay, so these both count as bows? They do both count as bows, okay. But presumably that's just because of, like, you know, the limitations of GBA. I'm assuming regular archers cannot use a fucking cannon and short ballista. Who needs a dagger when you have a ship cannon, right? Alright, let's look at our traditional units. Roseanne is our lord. Hasana's princess and Brayer's older sister, a renowned fighter of great expectation. Short knife, 1 2-range dagger. Okay, so she is a dagger unit. 10 luck when equipped, can't crit, debuffs. Oh, so this has like the Fates dagger system, where they debuff the enemy, 2 speed, 2 defense. And then this is also a dagger. Okay, so I thought that would be a sword. That is also a dagger. Triple damage. The fact it says 3 times damage makes me think there's going to be multiple forms of effectiveness. And this is her PRF, debuffs 3 speed, defense, res, and that is also 1 2 range. It's higher might, slightly less hit. Okay, Okay, so you are just the straight up sort of ninja thief with high speed, decent dex. I like that it's dex, not skill. I've always liked dex better as an indicator. We got strength, we got magic. Oh, we do have the strength magic split. Okay, so we'll have like magic weapons and stuff. And then because we have the luck boosting dagger to help us against crit, supply. Princess Vasana uses daggers to make up for poor physical strength. And then, what was I? Great, I was gonna check, is there like a guide? There is not a guide for like major changes, which to me indicates that there's not like the same level of major changes that are often. I mean, I say that, but we have fucking naval combat, right? It just seems pretty self-explanatory, I guess, so far. Let's look at everyone else we got. We got Aza. I figured she would be a White Wing, or Pegasus, or whatever you want to call it. One of Asada's few Pegasus Knights craves greater responsibility and respect. The pink hair is the giveaway. Shipbreaker. Reaver, effective against armors. Aiza only. And this is her PRF. 13 might. So I guess armor effectiveness must also be effective against ships. Because it's called Shipbreaker, so presumably it would have been... I guess we could test that. Let's test that. Let's test that, you know, figuring this out. What does Dex do? In most games that use Dex, you know, engage in 3 houses, it just is functionally like the skill stat. Yeah, it determines accuracy and skill activation. Kanto is the Shipbreaker. It is effective. Okay, so they are considered to be armors. That said, I do think using the cannon is probably a better first move for us. Because then she would be in range of this guy. Although, honestly, because it's a Reaver, not a terrible... Honestly, not terrible as like a first move to do. This is the merchant ship we're supposed to be protecting. I didn't look at her growths yet, did I? Okay, another fast, frail, weak growth unit. 5 strength, 3 defense. Yeah, so she's gonna get fucking killed by anything that attacks her, but that's okay. Stellara, a senior member of Asana's clergy, compelled to fight but strives for peace. Those are... Well, I guess her speed and luck are okay. Those are pretty thoroughly unimpressive growths. Oh! She can use daggers. Well, butter my biscuit. I have always said that I think healers should inherently have access to combat, but not particularly good combat, because it lets you actually train them up by, like, feeding them kills and stuff, as opposed to having to rely on the oftentimes very, very slow, heal formula. And Stellara must be a subscriber, because she took knives! She took up knives! Jacob Felicia archetype. Baller. Holians use staffs to heal and daggers for self-defense. What is the heal formula, by the way? Magic plus 10. Okay. So she'll heal 13 right now at base. Cool, good to know, good to know. David, friend and retainer to Roseanne, has a laissez-faire attitude towards life. Swords and lances. Alright, so he's not just a sword cav. Honestly, does he have, like, the best stats of everyone we've looked at so far? Yes. Are his growths also good? Y'all, we found a fucking Game Boy Advance Cavalier. We found a Game Boy Advance Cavalier, everyone. Can't double or crit, David only, but 15 might. That's pretty huge. And then he has his javelin. And he's got higher lance mastery than sword mastery. I I mean, aside from strength, the rest of his growths are just fine. But this does feel like the Game Boy Advance Cavalier moment, right? Miyako, 0 strength. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Stellara's husband, fellow magic user, cares for his wife above all else. Wielders of magic who are stronger but slower than mages. Okay, so they're sort of taking Dark as like the armored mage type deal. Or not necessarily armored because, yeah, but the bruiser, right? Slow, strong. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Flux is 85 hit. Okay, so we're not in Binding Blade anymore. We're not in the Binding Blade anymore. And you're the last guy I haven't looked at. Are you Arjagan? Former pirate turned privateer. Dexterous, mobile archers. He has a silver bow. But I don't know if Hunter is a promoted class or not. I mean, he has B rank, right? B rank, silver. Why does everyone have insane speed growths? I mean, presumably, aside from Dude Man here, like these two don't, but everyone else seems to have insane speed growths. I guess we just got the fast guys. Are hunters common in ROM hacks? Yeah, so Arcanea has sort of hunter-archer split, and I think a lot of hacks take inspiration from that, because it is pretty cool. Alright. Oh, I should probably... Hold on. I should probably add this to the bottom. Where is... Do I not have... Hold on. Because there's a little bit of blank space. If I go here, pictures... It's kind of the perfect room for this. Give me a second. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, yeah, there we go. Pavo the goat. Well, he sure don't seem like a Jagan. Let's, Here, I do think, because this isn't in ballista range, right? It's just outside of it. So we could use the Shipbreaker. The other option is Slim Lance. Yeah, no, we use the Shipbreaker. Is that PRF? That is PRF. Okay, so we probably only have a limited number of uses for it, but... Start by getting rid of you. Thief Sprite with a bow. That is typically how they do, That is typically how they do hunters. If you go here, 10... 15 attack, 19 and 4 defense. Ooh, okay, Oh, perfect, okay. So you go here, you shoot this guy. Is that an axe wyvern? It is. It is. And it would seem that they only use axes. Chuck a knife at you. We Vindalus you. And then you go here. Short knife. Yeah, let's short knife you. Oh, Roseanne has the thief sprite, kind of. I mean, the sprite itself is thief, but the animation looks different. And you go here. Wait a minute, these aren't boats. We do have a boat. We do have a boat. I wonder what a promotion will be like. We are in chapter 1, isn't that? That's probably a little bit ways away. Sir, there's a band of soldiers attacking. They're forcing our men back.
What? Already? We barely even been in this country for a day. Who is it? Who's commanding them?
Our scouts say it's the princess, sir.
The princess? As in Roseanne?
Yes, sir.
How is that even possible? I thought you were supposed to be in Leviathan.
Isn't there a war going on?
What the hell is she doing in this backwater hole?
I really don't know, sir.
Oh, whatever.
How many men has she brought with her anyway? Not many.
How many is not many, you moron?
Six?
6? 6? We're losing us 6 men?
I think so, sir?
By the gods. This is a nightmare! All the stories about that women were true after all. Alright, send everyone else out there. I'll keep a few back and press villagers into loading the cargo themselves. Now go!
Aye, sir. Alright. What have you... So 7, 16... $16 versus 8 defense. You take 8 there. And then AS9, AS4, so you will double, and 16 versus 8, you take another 8, so 16, 16, so you die to the combination of these two, okay. But, we can... Alright. Here's what we do. You short ballista the pirate from here, and then the pirate can only attack you from above. So we have you go up here and vulnerary with your shipbreaker equipped. And now the ballistician will attack the thunderhead, and the pirate will attack her and die. Okay. Do we want to heal you? Okay, I think what we do is do you have a throwable axe or a regular axe? You have a regular axe. Okay, so you go ahead and do this. Mikelo. You can kill here, or you can kill... Ooh, okay, just shy. You do this. $16 attack. You have 2 defense. You have AS of 9. You have AS of 8. We could just start trading the cleric as if she's a fucking combat unit, but I think I would rather do this. Heal up Roseanne, have Roseanne kill the wyvern. Oh, that's Zelda music. Ooh, that is a cool looking sprite for the knife throw. I like that. Then you go here. Okay. So yeah, you get broked. There's a decent amount of Zelda music. Awesome Possum. Oh, nice dodge tank. And we'll knife him. Okay, so they do counter. I was wondering about that. Because, like, ballistas in, like, vanilla usually don't counter each other. There's a house across the riverbank. We could signal the Thunderhead to send someone to visit, but if they do, those ships will blow the Thunderhead to smithereens. Maybe there's a way around this. Houses with docks nearby can be visited by having a unit adjacent to the dock. This includes the Thunderhead. They can also be visited by having a unit stand on the house tile as normal. If you make a mistake, you can select Resume Chapter from the main menu. This will return you back to the start of the current or previous turn, depending on if a unit has died. Okay. So we have that turn wheel. Ooh, so you are just a dagger user. You are not a healer. I mean, you have the ability to. Also, you are Troubadour. They're dismounting in this game? Doesn't look like it. But you are a dismounted Troubadour. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you could kill like that. Okay, you have 14 attack and 5 AS. First things first. So you both have cannons. First things first, let's kill this ballistician. I should probably just stop reading chat. I should probably just stop reading chat, y'all. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I do not want to know about the plethora of features that do not show up in Chapter 1, but show up in later chapters. That I'd rather figure things out for myself and have my own excitement when they happen. But I feel like we've been over this enough times. We will have you. So you have 1-2 range. Oh, that is a wind edge. Okay. 13 weight on it too. So 1-2 range seems to be pretty nerfed into like the you don't get to double moments. Presumably wind edge hits on res, right? Let me... Capable of ranged attacks. No, it seems to be using strength, so it probably hits on defense. Okay, so if you have 5 AS and 14 attack, she actually lives. So I think what we do is you knife like so, and then we will have our cleric heal and counterattack the wind edge guy. Bum ba bum bum bottom. Just move y'all forward, and that'll debuff him as well. If we Ironbow you, or no, we Flux you. My lasagna is ready. Garfield spotted in chat. One short. I guess we'll short knife you. The typical thief level up. I know she's technically not a thief. Alright, so you... 11, 13... What's the debuff gonna be? 2 defense. So you hit me for 0 damage, but I get -2 defense, which will bring my defense to 6. Then you attack 13. Weapon triangle is 1 might or 2 might. Let's assume 2 might for maximum damage to check for survivability. So 15 versus 6 is 9. Oh, do daggers deal true damage? Daggers appeal to your true damage. Okay, so that changes things. NAS. Okay, so if you take 8 plus 6, 8 plus 6 is not enough to kill you when you're full HP. So what we do is we do this. Slim Lance. Heal you. And then we rescue Stellara out. Clickbait, I see no boats. What about these boats? Resubscribed. Okay, and then you will wait, because you do need the Peg's help to deal with those guys. Okay, enemy ordering also seems to have worked out in our favor. Because she didn't get debuffed before eating the calf. Sometimes patience is the best. You gotta savor the moment. We'll heal you up. See ya, Jackson. Have fun. Can I just bonk you? Yeah, let's just bonk her. And we'll short knife you. Hit you. You go here. And you go there. And you wait. Okay. And then now we use the shipbreaker on you. Holy shit! As a reminder, those are her fucking growths! Thank you, early Pegasus Knight! Thank you, early Pegasus Knight. Early Pegasus Knight actually good. Oh, and magic too. For once, the peg is not a fraud. Bum 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 bum. A hunter must hunt. I just realized Effie and Erica has nearly identical base and growths to Lynn, but because she has a horse, she's better. I don't think that's why, at least for me, I would consider her better than Lynn. I do think Erica is better than Lynn, but I think for the most part, what it comes down to is... Ooh, that's quite a bit right there. Sacred Stone enemies are weaker. And if you go Erica route, Erica doesn't take a deployment slot. The horse is nice. Don't get me wrong, the horse is nice. But it comes so late that, like, and it comes so late, and it's a 7-move horse in the late game, so it kind of just becomes like, you know, I already have paladins. What with the attack going on up the river, stuff's been floating down here. Poked through it and I found this lance. Polished it up and then sat waiting for one of them Kasari traders to show up. But hey, now that you're here, you can deal with them in my place. Why don't you take this lance along with you? It might help. Oh hey, so that was for the peg. Okay. Havo my goat. Lyn gets bows on promotion type, which is another weapon type. I mean, sometimes quantity is not quality. A lesson that the Marvel Cinematic Universe taught us all. Lyn has swords and bows, but swords and bows in Fire Emblem 7 are worse than simply having swords in Fire Emblem 8. Because Fire Emblem 8 actually has quite a few areas where you can just get away with one range. There's a lot of enemy formations where it's just everyone here has only one range. Now, both Erica and Lyn are super frail, so they're not doing much enemy phasing anyway. So that more applies to a unit like Joshua. But having bow access is kind of just a nothing burger for Lyn. If you want bows that bad, just use Louise. Yeah, that too. Like, Louise has an actual bow rank. Or Raph. You know, Raph has bows and swords and a horse and really... We're keeping that peg level. We're keeping that peg level. We're keeping that peg level. You got the husband killed. Divorce percent. I knew he was slow. I guess I just sort of assumed pirates were also slow. This is why you run the numbers in hacks. This is why you run the numbers. Divorce percent is an FE7 speedrun. Yo, strength and luck. Okay. So you have how much res? 1. 14 attack. Damn. We're just shy of being able to kill him on counter. Louise and Geets are better bow combat if you need that. It's also worth noting that, like, in addition to Fire Emblem 7 not really encouraging you to do combat on player phase, bows only dealing 2 times effectiveness means that if you're killing a flyer on player phase, you're often just better served using an axe. Because they have higher might and weapon triangle. I don't plan on making a habit out of using that rewind feature. Could we just beat this guy up? Could we just bully him, Hiram? Belligerent soldier of Cathali who stole our merchant ships. Is this a visitable area, by the way? It is not. Okay. I don't plan on making a habit of that rewind feature, but that blessed peg level was enough to encourage it.
Hasana, prepare to pay for everything you've done. You stepped on our good graces for the last time. Oi, where did that arrow come from?
I am glad I picked normal mode, because the enemies are a lot tougher than I would have expected. Geats doesn't count because you need to train all 3 lords. I mean, if we're extolling the virtues of Lyn, though, right? If we're assuming that Lyn is good because we've trained her up, then why aren't we grabbing Geats, right? Because if Lyn is not worth training in order to get Geats, then maybe that's the condemnation of Lyn and her bow combat. Hizinu can be used. It's not optimal, but maybe you find yourself there. That too, like... I think if we are training Lyn up for her combat, then it is worth considering that it is not that far away from just getting Geats. And therefore, like, the fact that Geats does not join for free isn't, like, a huge factor.
If it really is the princess. So, come along to slaughter the traitors, have you?
I have no quarrel with you or with your country. However, you're encroaching on our land and stealing from us. I can't overlook this.
You aim to stop me yourself? You? You don't look so tough.
They told me the princess was some kind of warrior maiden. Guess they were mistaken. Maybe. Even so, you'll find that I'm more than a match for you. Yo, that's the crit? Awesome.
Ugh. Lucky shot, but you're still not capturing me. I have one more card I can play.
He retreated into the village. You need to send someone in to flush him out. Just gotta be sure we're ready to grab him when he makes his move. Damn it, now they're moving into the village? Out of my way, I'm commandeering this ship. Yes, sir. He's taking the ship. We have to disable it before he makes his escape. Does that mean we kill it? I think that means we kill it.
Don't come any closer. I'm not afraid to use this thing.
No, it's ruined. Everything's ruined.
think there won't be any retribution for this? My people will have their freedom. I am but the first of many, Princess.
Yes, yes. I've heard it all before. Don't worry about him. No, I'll truss him up and throw him in the Thunderhead's brig. Let's see how far this bleeding gets him once he stuffs into a cell.
We will have our revenge.
Ugh. That's all I do nowadays? Just kill or maim people who don't deserve it? Didn't deserve it? They were assaulting the peasants and stealing from them!
As loath that I am to agree, Princess. They got what was coming to them.
Maybe so, but... my family are the reason any of this happened, ultimately. All Kiasari say they want to be free to make their own decisions. They can say they want freedom as much as they like. That doesn't make it true.
Well, no one wants war, Isa. It just tends to be the best way to get what you want.
I left Dithrian because I thought I'd be able to get away from this constant war. I was thrilled when things crawled to a stalemate in the Dragon's Tooth, but it seems like things are doomed to only get worse. Ah. I think we should return to the castle now, Princess. It would do you good to get some rest, I think. You may be right. Okay, let's get going. I need to get the leader of these marauders into a cell eventually. Princess? What? Oh, hello, Stellara. What is it? We wanted to ask you, what exactly happened in Leviathan? It seems to weigh heavily on you. Are you trying to ask what I've borne witness? You trying to ask me if I've borne witness to some unspeakable tragedy? In essence, yes. No, I haven't. The only tragedy is what's befallen this whole continent. Princess? I'm sorry, you two. I don't mean to be so constantly negative. It's just unfair when I'm the one who let you into this madness in the first place. Worry not. We offered assistance knowing precisely what doing so would entail. Trust me, Princess. You'll feel better about things once you're back at the castle. Go reunite with your family and remind yourself what makes it all worth it. I think you're right. Thank you. Of course. Rosie! You're back! Lucy, I haven't seen you in months. How have you been? Oh, you know, well enough. Kiasari's always causing enough mayhem to keep me busy. So this has been an ongoing problem, then? You didn't know? I've been out of the country until recently, remember? I've been busy in my own right. Yes, of course. I'm sure what I've seen doesn't compare to what you've dealt with. I'm guessing since you're back that everything's going well in Leviathan? Well, both sides are dug in and the war is slowed to a virtual standstill. As far as I'm concerned, that's a win. I'm happy enough the fighting stopped. Oh, come now, Rosie, don't be so glum. I know we don't share blood, but we're a family of warriors, are we not? Well, with one notable exception. How is my brother, anyway? You can ask him yourself! Briar's doing better, so he's back at the castle now. You should hurry along. I'm betting he's missing his big sister after all. King Wolfram's probably about ready to rip his own ears off. Where are you going anyway? Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous. That was bizarre. I don't remember Lucette being such an eccentric. Wonder what else has changed. I don't like it. You're more than enough of an eccentric for this kingdom, David. Bite me. Not on your life. Do you want to stand here and argue or go inside and argue there instead? Fine, let's go. We'll escort Stellara and Miklo to their quarters. You should go with the king. Agreed. Take care of yourselves. Later, Princess. Father, I have returned.
Indeed you have. Don't look so down. You're finally home, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
I'm sorry to have sent you off on business right as you finally arrive home, Roseanne.
You're okay with having me back? Part of me thought sending me out to deal with Kasari was you sending a message.
Do you really think I'm that vindictive? I've read your report from the front. This is a good time to work on an agreement. I'm hardly trying to burn Leviathan to the ground, you know. As long as they're willing to give up some flying mounts, I'm more than satisfied to order a retreat.
You're really going to pull back? Briar, you really are here. Yes. Hello, Roseanne, but could you give us a couple of minutes here? Of course.
What do you propose, son? That we crush the Drathian beneath our mighty heels?
Well, nothing so drastic, but won't we look weak?
Looking weak is good as long as you aren't. True strength should be concealed until its use becomes absolutely necessary. You would do well to remember that, son. You'll have my throne one day, after all.
You're right. Of course, Father.
Good. Now I have other business that mandates my attention. I'll leave you two to catch up.
So, how have you been, Briar? I'm doing better. Still a shortness of breath, but everything else is calmed. I'm glad to hear it. Your condition weighed on my mind ever since I left this place. I'm glad to hear you thought of me often. You're not judging me, are you? You know, for leaving Drathain? No, of course not. I'm glad to see you're okay. I'm happy to hear it. Sorry, but I have some business of my own to attend to, so... Oh, yes, of course. You should go get some rest. You look exhausted. Yes, I think that'll do. Good night, Briar.
So we have the purple-haired Lord family instead of the blue-haired Lord family.
Roseanne is shocked by the warm welcome she receives. However, the untenable situation continues to weigh on her mind. Sleep provides difficult, but not impossible. Sleep proves difficult, but not impossible, at least for now. Meanwhile, Pyrona's dark underbelly continues to stir. No, stay back! I don't think so.
You're not getting away again, girl.
What the hell is happening? Where do they all come from? What is that noise? Princess, for the love of all that is holy, please open the door right now! Okay. Princess, Stellara and Mikhail, you there?
They've been kidnapped.
What?
We know about as much as you do, honestly. Some assailants snuck into the castle. They've knocked out most of the guards. No idea what they want, but we saw one of them hauling off those two.
Please forgive us, Princess. They're still here, the assailants?
I believe so. We ran here to make sure you were okay.
They should still be here. Then what the hell are we doing standing around talking about it? Come on, we have to go help them. Yes, Princess? Not our magic units. This place is crawling with marauders.
Princess, what are you doing here? Why haven't you made your escape?
Just be glad she didn't, Jules. We can't hold them off forever like this. Pavo, what are you doing here? Well, that's a nice welcome. If you must know, I saw some individuals heading upstream. Figured it was worth checking out. Wasn't expecting to end up in a war zone, though. Jules, how bad was it? How bad is the situation?
I've mostly managed to hold them off here. Some of their thieves have snuck in and are making off with the valuables. Had a particularly annoying run-in with an obnoxious little girl. What insolence. Never met anyone more frustrating.
Be that as it may, we need to push through to their backline and fast. Are you sure? I know what I'm doing, trust me. I'll explain everything on the way. Mikolo, Stellara, and the Thunderhead's inventories have been sent to storage. Are you the annoying little girl? Very haughty. She's a mage. She has anima. Oh, a stealable secret book. Okay, droppable axe, droppable keys. Nothing noteworthy, really. You are what, a dismounted Pegasus Knight. And this is our dismounted Pegasus Knight. What are the dismount penalties for you? You only have 5 move, but that seems to be it, right? They retain their weapons, but have lower movement. Yeah, it seems to be just that you... Because no dismounting, like, stat penalty. Jules, you're our new guy. A senior knight of Asana's Royal Guard, excessively hard-headed and stubborn. Big strength, bigger defense, and not much of anything else. Ooh, Reaver. Plus 10 luck. Okay, so there are bronze. So this and the short knife are sort of the bronze weapon equivalents, it would seem. Like the Fate's bronze weapons. Okay. And you have a steel lance. That is a cool looking steel lance. Okay, if we do this... She looks like the kind of girl to laugh. Oh! Not our magic units. Yeah, they stole our mages, and they have armor knights. So, like, they knew what they were doing. Here's David. Okay, well, we can set up for David to get this kill. With his Vindalavus. Or Vindalvas. I swear, we're not getting paid nearly well enough for this level of resistance. Let's just hope that the thieves manage to get away with something that'll cover the costs. I do remember telling them to stay away from any guards and just run out of here, but... Well, I guess it's time to see if that girl can actually pull her weight after all. I can hear movement from underfoot. Sounds like more than a few. We'll be surrounded before long. Ugh. How are we supposed to break through? Lady Venetia's suspicions were correct, but the timing was off. I shall readjust mission parameters. The princess must survive this night. Who are you? Solane, a strange woman from beyond Hasana, seems to lack normal emotions. Yo! She's autistic just like me, for real, for real. Okay, we can get the heal staff out. Also, Witch, are you a promoted unit, or do you just... Oh no, you're dismounted knights. Oh, so it's like a mage knight. So maybe that is a promoted class. Oh, what is that? Is that what? Staff Mastery. Okay, no, so that is just... She is normally supposed to only be able to use magic, but she can use staves because of her special skill. Okay. A 20 speed witch. The Vavitch. Okay, you do this. Then you access the supply. Okay, so daggers have their own slot instead of light magic, it looks like. Because we've got Anima, Dark, Dagger. Okay. We'll take this out, we'll give that, and take the heal staff. And we will kill you. Oh wait, let's trade. Okay, we've got Thracia trading. And then we will kill you with the dagger. Pointy stick magic. I mean, I personally am in favor of removing schools of magic for other cool weapons because honestly, having light, anima, and dark can get a little, like, redundant and boring. Oh my god, the Vivitch is a mage with the witch hat. Adorable. Who drops the chest keys, by the way? You have a door key. You have a chest key. Zelda music and my healing animation. Ooh, nice dodge, Roseanne. I swear that guy in the stupid armor was totally relentless. Well, I guess I better get with stealing everything that isn't nailed down. Just gotta hope I don't run into anyone too important. Oh, that metalhead again. Don't think I'll manage to slip away a second time. Okay, so he recruits her presumably, and by too important, I'm guessing my lord Roseanne can also recruit her. Thief who stole from his honest treasury values freedom and staying on the run. Ooh, Steel Dagger. Strength magic speed debuff. So presumably you're going to try to exit through there. So let's send you to recover that treasure. Are you an armor slayer? You're the armor slayer guy. Okay. Armor Slayer, 17 attack. Okay, supply, take, flux. Hold it right there. You don't appear to have these assailants. Who are you? Answer the question, damn it! I'm not in the mood for games. Designation, Solane. If my data is correct, you are the princess. What data? Who are you? Irrelevant. My only goal here is to ensure your survival. That is all. I won't pretend I fully understand, but do you mean that you'll help us? Affirmative. I have been instructed to receive orders from you. Direct me. Instructed by... What's the point? I won't get a straight answer anyway. Fine, I need all help I can get. Confirmation received. Allow me to heal your wounds in her absence. What? How do you know about... she's inscrutable. Oh, so she's a robot then. Or, you know, some equivalent. I'm here to confirm lasagna was good. Nice. Okay, you're going there for the thief. $12 attack. Yeah, you're definitely promoted. That was promoted EXP for the kill. Okay. So you are definitely a promoted unit. I'm gonna here with the Iron Dagger. Let's have Jules bonk this guy with the steel axe. His big purple armor. The girl is talking like she's the Terminator if they were a healer. John Connor, my directive is to protect you at all costs. Pirates are so fat. Oh wait, no, that's 16 attack, not 16 AS. 16 attack versus 5 defense. Okay, so I think what we do is this. We have you and you team up. It's team up time! You have my support! Well, I hope there's a shining bow, Pavot, or I will be very disappointed in you. I also didn't see the peg up there. 5 move. Can she reach Pavot? Hopefully she does less than 10 damage. Clobbering time. Say a line. Oh, Solana icon. So you went for the door before the chest. I wonder why. Yo! Okay. Go crazy. Heal you up. Imagine opening a door and then getting instantly deleted by a crit. Bonk you with Jules Verne. Okay, they have overlapping ranges. $12 attack versus 8 defense. Alright, we'll do this then, I guess. Bonk you. David. Alright, you can wait there for a thief. You there, stop! Ah, you caught me. Just, please don't throw me in a cage. Stealing from the royal palace, even in the dead of night, that takes guts. Or you just don't have a choice. So, which is it then? These guys, they told me I'd get paid well if I caused a distraction here. I figured, while I'm here, I might as well take enough to never need paying again. I'll get back the stuff I took, just please don't lock me away in here. Can you fight? I can fight, I mean, sorta, Yeah, I can fight if that's what you want. Then you're hired. Hired? These people took my friends. I need someone who can bust locks if I want to rescue them. Kidnappers? Really? I had no idea. I didn't think you did. They were using you. Oh, look, I know how your friends must be feeling right now. I'll help you save them. Thank you. What was your name? Sierra, at your service. Very well, Sierra. Let's go make things right. Heal up Pavot. Alright, Isa is gonna counter this guy, bonk him down. I mean, no strength, but that's still a pretty darn good level up. Okay, they've got reinforcements coming up. We could just one-tap you. Alright, I think what we do, first off... Alright, I didn't look at Sierra's, growths. She sure do be the early game thief with bad growths. Alright, we flux you. Go flux yourself. She's cute and stilly. She can have bad stats as a treat. She's just a goofy goober. Alright, you Vendalus this guy, Vendalvasi this guy. Alright, we Silverbow you. And then bonk you with the steel axe. And we can Gallblade you. Gladiolus you. Gladiolus you. That's her rapier knife. I like Jules's purple armor. It's pretty peak. No damage. Nothing... Okay, there's a chest over there. Short bow. It is a 1-2 range short bow, and it has the bronze weapon effect. Okay. Okay, we'll short knife the soldier, then we'll heal her and equip her throwing rapier. I really love this robot's healing sprite. It's fucking adorable. We bonk you. Unimpressive, Jules. Unimpressive. Good tank level up. Literally just HP. What is Thracia trading? So Thracia trading refers to when normally in Game Boy Advance, right? If you do a trade, then you can't do another trade. But here you can just keep infinitely trading over and over as many times as you want. So if, for example, you want to move an item around like really willy-nilly, having someone like trade it between 3 different people in one turn opens up a lot of possibilities. It technically originated in Fire Emblem 3, and it's also how trading works in 3 houses. But it's most frequently referred to as Thracia trade, partially because that just, it sounds catchier, right? You have 5 defense, you have 12 attack, 10 AS, so you don't get doubled. Alright, so we'll do this. But like in most Fire Emblem games, trading is like a free action, but you still only get to trade once in your turn, right? But in games with what is, you know, so-called Thracia trade, you can do it more than once. It's very useful if you've got, like, you know, a block formation here. Like, say 1 unit's here, 1 unit's here, and you want to trade the item between these 2, you can just have someone stand here, grab the item, give the item. That sort of thing, right? We get a red gem. Not doubled. Is thunder one of those it can't double weapons? Nope, it is just a 1-2 range. Alright, let's... do this. And I think we'll feed Pavot the boss kill. Yep, that's all there is. Yeah, we got everything here. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just run away. The accuracy's a little bit cringe there. I guess we can do this instead. Like, kill him on... Or battle on enemy phase, right? Hello, Jarvis. How's it going? 16, 8 AS, and you have 11 AS. 16 versus 19. Alright, we'll put her here. The Iron Dagger. Let her do a little thief combat. Nice dodge tank. You're putting up a decent fight for a bunch of dregs. No matter though, they've already been moved away. Still, if you want to waste more time, go right ahead. I think it's probably been enough time now. What to do? Well, we weren't told anything about taking any prisoners. Might as well go introduce myself. Alright, let's heal you up, Pavot. Give you the jav. That's unfortunate. We're like just shy. I think she already introduced herself. She's gonna introduce herself to the arrows. Ooh, that's also unfortunate. Well, I'm gonna introduce myself to her. Pew! We're all going to die if this keeps up. Sound the retreat! We got what we came for. If you want them back, we'll be waiting at Leviathan's wake. No one but my peg seems to want to get strength. Well, I've swept the castle and the rest of the marauders are gone. That introduces that bizarre mage... That includes that bizarre mage lady. And presumably, Michelo and Stellara with her. And she wasn't kidding about them already being gone. She mentioned a place called Leviathan's Wake? You're not actually thinking of going there, are you? Of course I am. What do you propose, that I abandon them to die? With all due respect, Princess, it's suicide. Grow some stones, Pavot. We managed to beat those guys once, we can do it again. You realize they escaped using warp magic, right? You think that's a simple spell? No. She was holding back on us. She wants to draw us into a trap. What's that place got to do with that? Leviathan's Wake is an island far to the east. It's known for its luxurious beaches, friendly locales, and gigantic water dragons. Trust me, it's not worth it. It is. Somehow I knew you'd say that. Mock me all you like. I'll go alone if I have to. They mean that much to you? It's not that. Well, not just that. Neither of them are soldiers, but they offered to help me anyway. If they were taken to get to me, then it falls to me to get them back. What kind of person would I be if I didn't at least try? I'm not telling you to join me, but... Hey, where you go, we go. Agreed, Aiza? Of course, I'd like nothing more. Well, that's close enough to agreeing with me. What about you, Pavo? Well, you know, in for a copper and all that, I'll help you out. Need a boat fast enough to snake through the safest ride anyway. In which case, looks like you and I are teaming up one more time. Thank you all. In any case, we need to make preparations. I suggest we bring this to the king as well. Why? He'd just refuse. Exactly, you bloody idiot. That's what I'm counting on. A thought speech bubble? I've never seen those. That's cool. We can't just run off without a warning. We'll tell him where we're going. Of course, whether he says we can or not, we're off anyway. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Sorry, I had to rearrange something real quick. Sneaky. I like it. Let's get going.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's basically the answer we expected.
Then why bring this matter to me at all? Roseanne, I'm not letting you go off and get yourself kidnapped too.
Father, please, I have to do this.
No, you don't. I understood you feel responsible, but you're a princess. You can just run off. You can't just run off and attend to whatever your whims you feel like.
Father? Come on, princess. You can't say you didn't try to convince him. Wait, just one moment. Father, I'm going whether you want me to or not.
Excuse me?
That's quite a high-risk gamble. Detain me if you like, I'll just escape. Nothing you can say can convince me that Mikolo and Stellara aren't worth saving. The best thing you can do would be to give me the tools to come back alive. Father, I think you should let her go.
Briar?
I think this is something that she needs to do. Briar, thank you.
Well, that's my children for you. All right, Roseanne, you've convinced me. You can take the men you've been fighting alongside with you. Do you have any other requests?
I'm not really sure. I can maybe find some good people to take with you if you'd let me. All right, Briar, I'll trust your judgment.
I'll contact my advisors and make you a battle plan. For now, you should just rest and conserve your energy.
Thank you, Father. Orders to charge. This was a demand, not a request. I was merely being polite. Mikolo and Stellara have been captured by assailants unknown. Roseanne intends to pursue them to Leviathan's Wake immediately. However, the journey promises to be fraught with new dangers. In exchange for permission to ride out and face the captors, Roseanne must prove herself to King Wolfram's satisfaction first. Father, where are you? I received your message to come here. He's in bed. Seems to have taken ill. I'm handling the briefing instead. Sir Emmanuel? What do you know of what's going on? I filled him in. He's one of the king's advisors. He deserves to know. Naturally. Now, the king has decided on a training exercise of sorts. It's to take place today on the fields south of the castle. The prince tells me he's called in some men to assist you on this mission of yours. They shall meet you there. A training exercise? I understand that to be a stipulation under which the king will allow you to move freely. Pass the test and he will allow you to go on this idiotic venture of yours. Now, if that information will suffice, I must return to the king. Alva, please just Try and ignore him, Roseanne. I'll never understand how that money-grubbing lowlife became a figure of import. I think he's just stressed out. Oh, whatever. I need to say one more thing. This training exercise and this mission, keep it a secret from anyone uninvolved. Why? I don't want anyone to know you're gone, that's all. When you're not around, the eyes start to fall on me and, well, I understand, Briar. I'll keep my mouth shut. Thank you. I am suspicious of Briar, I will say. I feel like there's something going on with him from these last two cutscenes. You've all arrived already? Yeah, not exactly impressed by the caliber of help Briar's called upon.
It's no way to speak to an old friend, is it?
You two know each other? That's Anton. Used to be a Navy man before some things happened. He's good people. I'll vouch for him if no one else. And him?
Gerard, I owe a few favors to Emmanuel. I'm repaying all of them. I refuse to let that useless sack of meat hold anything over me any further.
Yeah, that's Gerard. He's a strategist by trade. Knows the area we're headed for anyway. Suppose that's why Briar asked for him. Guy's a real bastard, though. Only thing going for him is the hair, really.
I'm standing right here.
So?
Come on, Roseanne. Aren't you gonna introduce me to your new friends?
Valerie? Valerie, as in Red Wolf Valerie?
So you heard of me.
Only in hushed whispers by traumatized men. You keep some bizarre company, Princess. Don't I just... But surely you've got better things to do than accompany us.
Sadly, yes. However, Prince Briar requested that I be here today, so we're clearing the schedule.
Wait, you're going to be my opponent?
Indeed.
Great. Forget not passing this trial, we're just going to die instead.
You're right about me not holding back, but you underestimate yourselves. I hear you make quite a name for yourself over in Leviathan.
Quite a trumped-up name, to my understanding.
I'll take position to the north. I won't move from that spot. I don't think that would be fair. However, this exercise is native, I just want you to win. Just not easily.
Is she riding a lion?
Alright, Roseanne, let's see if you'll stand up against me.
She isn't going to make this easy for us. We should make sure we're good and ready before engaging her. Could be a wolf. Oh, yeah, maybe she's a wolf rider. Wolf Knight, yeah. Thieves that ride on the backs of trained wolves equips daggers and swords. Mercenary from Asana, lifelong friend Roseanne, often somber. So that's what Sierra will promote into. Wolf Knight, then. Okay. First off, let's trade the weapons around. So you get a short bow. Oh! You ride a broom? That's so fucking baller! Wait, that's so fucking baller! Okay, Jules, get the Iron Axe. Or we could give Anton the Iron Axe, since he might actually be able to fucking double stuff. Gerard is a pre-promoted sage. "13 magic, 7 defense. 20 speed. Oh, it's got like sea shanty music. Alright, let's get an iron dagger. and a fire tome. What are your weapons? Oh, they qualify as bows, right? So, oh, you can wield regular bows. Okay. Let's get you an iron bow, just in case. What is T-Head? That is the Thunderhead? It is our flagship. Alright. Units defeating this chapel will retreat instead of being killed. Roseanne and the Thunderhead are still a game over upon defeat. Okay, so Thunderhead is functionally... You can now dismount, use this to be mounted and dismounted even during Kanto. Okay, so Thunderhead is functionally another lord. So if we do this, and we Shipbreaker you... How do you do against the pirate? $11 attack, 13 AS, 3 defense, so that's 8 attack. With the Reaver, she actually lives both hits, I believe. So we'll Shipbreaker you. Hit you with the Ballista. Alright, Pavo does this. Boat Lord. Is this Radiant Dawn music? I believe it is Tellia's music. I think it's Path of Radiance? No, I think you're right. I think it's Radiant Dawn, actually. Okay, so we'll have you attack. Yo, these witch animations are very cool. Early game magical flyer moment. You're still here? Affirmative. My masters will be interested in the results of this trial. I was asked to ascertain your combat prowess as one of my duties. And what are these duties exactly? Classified. You won't tell me. I am physically incapable of telling you. In any case, it is no consequence to you. Once this battle concludes, I must leave. One of these days, I'm getting you to tell me who the hell you are. I don't care what it takes. Okay, we'll short blade you. Okay, we Iron Dagger you. No, Robot Witch, please don't leave. Presumably she'll come back, like an Avel situation. And because of the debuff, now David kills with the Iron Lance.
So this training exercise, Valor is your opponent for it? I'd be careful if I were you. She's as strong as they come. Has a reputation that exceeds even the princess herself. Mind you, I call her dame, but she's no knight. She's a mercenary. They say King Wolfram brought her lifetime service and had her pledge it to her son. Sounds like she intended to serve her with extra steps to me. What do I know?
Oh, you get experience from visiting houses? Wait, that's kind of baller. Good job, David. Good job, David. Good David Gaming. That's some good David. Stand next to a bridge of any size and select Traverse to move under it. You can then have that unit use their remaining movement on the other side. Any unit can perform this action. Oh, so not just boats. Okay. But presumably it's most useful for boats. Alright, so if you go here, kill you, okay, we slim lance you, heal you up. Alright, we will Iron Dagger, or let's Short Knife you. Okay, talk to you. So, these guys you said we're going after? What about them? Mind telling me about the people they took? Just so I know what we're getting into. Are you familiar with the priestess Stellara? Vaguely? I'm not too religious. Is that who they took? Along with her husband, Mikelo. They offered to help me out of the goodness of their heart. I probably would have died before making it home if it wasn't for them. It's my fault they got taken, and so it falls to me to save them. It's not right that they should be punished for my weakness. Wow, that's surprisingly responsible. Surprisingly? Well, I know you call them your friends, but I guess I thought it was more pragmatic? I was expecting them some sort of strategic significance or something. I guess I should say sorry? No need, it's fine. I understand what you're trying to say, though. Thing is, as far as I'm concerned, anyone willing to fight with me is worth saving. I don't care what it costs me. People think I'm some hero, and I can't afford to prove them wrong. People like Mikelo or Stellara, though, they're the real heroes. I'm just along for the ride. You're a strange one, Princess, and I mean that in a good way. Now I'm glad I stuck around. Okay, so it looks like visiting houses and initiating talk convos sometimes just gives experience. Yo, strength on the first level up. Your Honor. Goated.
Anton Smash!
That pirate sprite looks really good, right? Okay, we'll heal you. Good job, David. Get me a good level up, please. Allergic to strength! Allergic to strength! Doing well this well, princess, but can you handle an attack from two sides? Yo, that's so much fucking damage from the shipbreaker. Or we could just do that. Alright, I think you heal Jules. Steel Axe here. Iron Dagger you. Steel Dagger you. Alright, you. Alright, cannonball this guy. How much move do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you cannonball this guy. Will you two 13, 13. Okay, so you'll deal 13 minus 8, 5 times 2. Okay, so we're good here. You do this. Now you go here, go to the armory. Ooh, okay, we got buyables. Let's buy another cannon. Get a hand axe. And a hatchet. Short bow. Do that. This has such a joyous soundtrack. Okay, heal you up. And go here with the shipbreaker.
There's some real dangerous islands to the southeast, I'll have you know. Leviathan's Wake is a big one, but they all have a deadly reputation. Stay out of the area if you know what's good for you. It's not worth dealing with. They call the whole archipelago the Wake, which is fitting, considering if you go there, you'll probably end up at a funeral. The water dragons that haunt the place are apparently sentient, but you'd never know. They used to have their own society before their king and queen vanished. And then they went feral, and now only a few humans call those islands home. People living in a place like that come to respect the strong. If you can prove yourself, you'd likely find some strong new allies there.
Alright, so Sierra bonks this guy. Thunderhead bonks that guy. Jules tanks this. Very easy. Very breezy. Okay, we iron bow you with the Thunderhead. Steel Dagger you. What the hell is this? This is Fire Emblem Lord of the Seas. It is a naval-focused ROM hack. What do you do with the Slim Lance here? Yeah, we Slim Lance you, I guess. Yeah, because then you're not in archer range. So we have you Slim Lance. So you are shy. What we can do is this. In the end, Iron Bow to kill you. Pavo, you better hope there's a shining bow in this game, because you keep getting magic. Okay, give you the hand axe. Give you the hand axe. Heal up. You have 15 versus 13. You have 18 versus 13, so 5, 10, 20. So yeah, you should be able to handle all of that. We just put you here in the forest with the hand axe. Have you heal up Sierra? Do you have a favorite ROM hack unit for gameplay and story if they aren't the same? That is a good question. I don't know that I have necessarily a favorite ROM hack unit. Damn, Jules' fucking accuracy issues. Alright, let's traverse under the bridge. And ballista the peg. Alright, Isa. Do this. Which new units did we get? So we have a witch now, although I don't know if we might have had her when you left. We got her last chapter. And we have a new thief, and a pirate, and a sage. And honestly, because daggers do true damage, Sierra, like, she got a strength level. Her stats are not great, but she genuinely might actually be worth training just because of the way that, like, the true damage works, right? Let's heal you up. The witch is leaving after this map. Yeah, she said that in a talk convo. Okay, we'll bonk you. Then shoot you. Alright, we'll heal you up. Put you here with the Iron Dagger equipped. Yeah, I know a little bit about Sora Manuel. He's not exactly a popular man. I doubt they'd even let him into the place if he didn't have the prince's favor. Mind you, I don't know much that's worth, so maybe there's more to it. He styles himself an advisor, but he's more of a sycophant if you ask me. Whatever he says, to an order to look good in the moment. You dangle a piece of gold in front of that man and get him to do anything. I keep accidentally dismounting.
What's going on here? Some kind of battle? Well, might as well help myself to the spoils.
Alright, so we do gotta go a little more aggro. We'll Iron Lance you with David! Bonk you. Bonk you. Be under the house to visit there too. $17 attack. Oh, but you can't reach to bait, can you? Yeah. We can have you go here with the Slim Lance to bait.
That Lance, that's a shipbreaker, isn't it?
Yes, it is. How did you know?
Well, I've been around a while. Common before, but I thought they were all out of service. Do you even know what that thing's for?
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. You punch a hole in waterlogged wood and it pulls out a large section of the vessel.
So you do know your stuff. But where do you find it?
It's become standard issue gear for Hassan Pegasus Knights. Not a lot of them are in working order, but they're being pushed.
After the Kasari Rebellion, they were mostly retired, but... Well, I guess that's the way the world's turning now.
Retired? Why?
They do work on armor, but what use is a naval weapon without a naval force? Drethrian don't have many ports. Most of their land is taken up by garrison spots.
It makes me pensive as to who you're expected to use that thing against. If you're trying to guilt trip me over the Kasari issue, don't bother. I'm not a Knight of the Crown anymore. I serve the princess directly. She's not going to take up arms unless it's warranted. Unless you're worried about that it is warranted, That's what I thought. Okay, you go here with the Slim Lance. Heal you up. How does dagger true damage work? They pierce. It just means that they pierce, like, they have the Luna effect, right? So right now, you know, I've got 6 attack. I ignore this guy's defense, and I deal 6 times 2. They also debuff the enemy. Each dagger, they're like the Fates ones. They each do a different, like, stat debuff. Like that. If that makes sense. The ship breaker is scary good. It has been incredibly useful so far. I didn't even realize it was a Reaver weapon. Yeah, it's a Reaver, it's armor effective, and it's boat effective. You could do that. Let's do that first. Okay, we'll have Roseanne get this kill. Attack, so whichever of the dagger units she goes for will be fine. So I think we leave this knight alive for now. We have Pavo go here with the short bow. No, with the iron bow. Oh, okay. So my plan was to heal him up with the witch and equip the short bow for enemy phase, but 4% crit works too. Iron weapons are all well and good, but sometimes you need more power. Steel weapons bring that and then some, but they're much harder to hit with. If you look through all your tools though, you should be able to work around it. Try it out with this steel lance. Most any lance fighter can use this. But we don't have any lance fighters. My Pegasus and my Cavalier can both use lances. Or are you joking that there's not a playable soldier? You jokester. Anton, do smash now. I'm telling y'all, David seems kind of ridiculous. Okay, well, she didn't get a super level up this time. People get so obsessed with ships that they forget how to fight on land. Naval forces are just one arm of a well-prepared fighting force, after all. Neither should be neglected if you wish for your fights to go smoothly. With that in mind, you do well at hanging on to this beast killer. Oars won't do much good in the middle of the river, but it still matters. Lose control of this fight on the ground, and the water is sure to follow. The reverse is also true, so bear that in mind when picking soldiers and weapons. Alright, well, Gerard we know is sticking around, whereas we know the witch is leaving. Or at least Gerard, I suspect, is sticking around. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just get a different staffer, right? But either way, might as well, you know, try having him heal up. So that would be 12 times 2. Okay, let's do this. No, no! What? Oh, you bitch! Good. I'm glad you made it this far. But you'll still have one more obstacle to overcome. No one suspects enemy thief. Well, rip to my vulnerary. You got much better since last time, Princess. Maybe, but I'm still no match for you, Valerie. You don't have to be, do ya? Maybe you lack the strength to rescue your friends alone, but you're not alone, are you? But you'd rather face me down yourself, right? Right. Then show me your best. Well done. Victory is yours. Did we win? I'd certainly say so, Princess. You beat me. Thank goodness. If you're this worn out from a training exercise, then the mission will kill you. Just let me enjoy my victory for a second before throwing stones at it, Gerard. I'm sure you're prepared for whatever lies ahead, Princess, but for my own peace of mind, try not to get yourself hurt. Of course. Suppose you should go back and gather up our things? I'll bring the boat around. I'm sure to see you soon, Princess. I'll make sure of it. Rosie! Where are you going? You only just got back! I'm just stepping out for some air, Lucy. Some air? At this time of night? Yes? Rosie, don't think I haven't noticed how weird things have been recently. When you came back, I thought it all might finally go back to normal, but you seem to be the strangest of all. Can you just tell me what's going on? Sorry, Lucette, but I don't want you getting involved in dangerous matters. Dangerous matters? What the hell are you dealing with? Tell me! This doesn't concern you, Lucette. I'm sorry, but I'm not letting you come with me, and that's final. If something should befall us, this kid can't afford to lose you too. Fine, but could you at least tell me where you're going? If I did that, you'd never let me out of your sight. Roseanne! Dealt with everything? Yes. Mostly, anyway. Lucette was quite adamant about wanting to come. You didn't tell her what we're doing, did you? Of course I didn't, but I think she has some idea. Don't want to say goodbye to anyone else? Just in case we're not coming back? No. I've decided I don't want anyone else potentially getting involved in this. We shouldn't linger then. It'll only rouse suspicion if we dally here further. I'm moored the boat just south of here. We'll head southeast. There's a friendly port we can exit Hasana from there. From there, it shouldn't take too long to reach Leviathan's wake. Then let's go. Leviathan's wake. To reach Leviathan's wake, the group departs from Naval, one of the last free ports. Roseanne and her unit approach the treacherous island. The tension in the air is masked by the howling winds and fierce rain. It's as if the very world itself is telling them to retreat. Refusing to heed its warnings, however, they press on anyway. If Karina's taunts are to be believed, then they must. Roseanne is single-minded in her pursuit to rescue her allies. In doing so, she fails to see the jaws preparing to clamp shut. The wind and rain are picking up. Something I'll have to get used to, I'm afraid. Only gets worse from here. The currents around Leviathan's wake are pretty much their own climate. Go east past the island and things mostly return to normal again. Around here, though? No, around here's death. And yet you agreed to come with us anyway. This mission means almost certain death, yes. Owing a favor to Emmanuel, though? That's worse. That's far worse. I'll take your word for it. Princess, if you keep squeezing your hands into fists that hard, they'll stay that way. Sorry, it's just... nerves and rage, I suppose. We're coming up on it now. I think I see a dock I can use. Wait, do you hear something? Wait. By the gods, get down! What the hell was that? Fire mages. It's not safe to land here. We have to head further south. Alright, you mercenary duffs. Is that the best you can do? Whoa. That's impressive. Nice to see someone else is fighting these bastards. You there, do you need any help? You're Princess Roseanne! Yes, I am. Who are you? Captain Synthera of Sapphire Bay. I came here with my men and my chief to try and negotiate a pact with the villagers. Everyone but the chief carked it, and I offered to cover his escape. Sapphire Bay? It's Kasari, isn't it? Yes. Is that a problem? I have nothing against your people. If you have nothing against me, I'm more than ready to assist. These mercenaries kidnapped some friends of mine. Our goals are aligned. Alright. Sure, Princess. Let's see if you can fight half as hard as they say you can. Alright, so we do not have access to the Thunderhead, presumably because of the Fire Mages. Ooh. That is a shame because it would be really good against these flyers. Silverland's Peg. Long range, effective against wood. So that's the anti-boat mage. And we have a short ballista here. And we can buy Thunder Flux. Steel weapons. Okay, I do want a steel dagger. Another steel dagger, I should say. Alright. Let's give you the Beast Killer. You trade like that. Venture Blade grants Acrobat to any holder, but only Synthir. Okay. That's kind of cool. So whoever has it in their inventory isn't affected by terrain. Well-balanced professional soldiers. Tomboyish militia captain of Sapphire Bay, kind of the rough around the edges. We have the other cannon there. Alright. Who should we have eat our luck icon? I'm thinking David. Either that, or how much does it sell for? 1,000. only 2 luck. 2 luck is so little. I'm gonna do the classic. Alright. Lynn isn't in this hack. I mean, I can see how one might associate the, you know, fiery, green-haired swordswoman, though. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon soundtrack. I didn't care for PMD, so I didn't play much of it. This does feel like a very chill song, although I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like it fits the mood. Like, we just got stranded on an island after a hectic ambush. I don't know, it feels a little bit inappropriate to have the, like, bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum going on, you know? Alright, we'll Silverbow you. To be fair, all of Fire Emblem 1 has a happy song playing. Fire Emblem 1 was also made in, like, 1980 something, right? On the Nintendo Entertainment System? Or 1990 something. Like, Fire Emblem 1 was working with an incredibly limited cartridge size. And has a very small number of songs total. So I don't necessarily think that that's, like, what we should view as the gold standard for music design. Fire Emblem was early 90s, yeah. Yeah, early 90s, because it's like, it was 30 years old, like 4 years ago, I want to say? Breath of a New Light is pretty chipper for a war theme. What is Breath of a New Light? My point is that in this, they're like, you know, we've had a different song for every chapter, right? So they're clearly capable of having, you know, a different song per the scenario. And this one just really doesn't feel like it fits the scenario. Great, more of them. As if those Kiyosari soldiers weren't bad enough. Damn it, Karina. You're lucky you're so beautiful, because this is insane. There's still time for you to stop, Pepperam. You can still find salvation. No, I can't. I've come too far to just pack it in now. Please, the princess is merciful. She will understand you are not to blame for it. I am just... Take her back to the cell. I can't listen to this. Abram, you... So, this is the end, then. Gods, please collect Stellara when I cannot. Let me die if you must, just... Please let her be safe. That's quite a That's quite a self-effacing attitude for a guy to have, don't you think? Who are you? How'd you get in here? Don't worry, I'm a friend. My name's Sybil, and you're Mikolo, aren't you? How do you know my name? I know lots of things. That doesn't answer my question. I wasn't planning on answering it. Now, do you want out of here or not? Your friends are on their way here already. We can meet up with them. Really? Yes, really. Do you think I'm just sightseeing here or something? So, you must be a friend of the princess, I suppose. Nope. And who the hell? Again, I'm not answering you. What's the fun in that? Come along now. I took out the guards and I brought a tome you can use. Thank you. Don't sweat it. Oh, you're a bow unit. I thought you'd be a paladin. I was associating this with Isadora. Ooh, shade. Enemies are less likely to target you. So a bow unit with shade. Adventurer, you are a staff bow unit. Ocean bow strikes with water magic. Does that mean you are our magic bow unit? An eccentric traveler from another land, helpful, but has an unknown agenda. Hunters who use staffs to cure wounds. Oh, so my dude, my guy, my man. Your magic levels are not all for nothing. Alright, we will chuck a dagger at you. Yo! Sierra, my girl! Another strength level! As a reminder, 25%. Simply built different. Okay, we'll kill the Armor Slayer guy with David. Sierra's absolutely great. Fingers crossed that the enemies don't have 4% crit. Finally, David got strength. Yeah, he does have a 50% growth. Okay, just making sure I'm not a fucking crazy person. $13. She's stealing everyone else's strength level ups because she's a thief. Honestly, I believe it. Okay, I think you buy me steel dagger, steel bow, and another steel dagger. Go here. Go here. 6 AS, 7 AS. Okay. Do this. I know we're past the music discussion, but I had to look it up. This is Foggy Forest, and it's not on a fog map. Neither a fog nor a forest. SMH. I mean, I think the bigger issue, at least for me, is that just tonally it doesn't fit, right? Look at Isa go. I mean, this is the Beast Killer doing the work, but still. Just delete these units. Delete the enemy! Okay, heal you. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Alright, so because of that, because of those 2 strength levels, Sierra actually 1-rounds the ballista, which is pretty baller. Okay, David. $14 attack. Not Roseanne's setup. I got approved for 2 apartments and I'll be living with my girlfriend soon. That's awesome! Good for you! That's really exciting! Is the healing music one of Zelda's fairies? Yes. It is Zelda music. I don't know if it's if it's specifically the fairy music. I don't have like such an eye for Zelda music that I would recognize it specifically. But it is Zelda music, I know that much. I forgot to check. I forgot to check. Okay, the witch did not... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Because that's Anima, that's dark. Okay, so the witch did not take her stuff with her. She did convoy dump. She took her broom. They're running out of those forts to meet us now. I have a feeling that's not the last we'll see of them. STRs in this hack? Do you mean strength? Like the stat strength? Or do you mean something else by STR? Same turn reinforcements. I don't think so. So far they have all been not same turn reinforcements. Yeah, so we'll dagger you. Good job, David. Let me get a short knife. Hit you with flux. Do the unmounted troubadours not have animations? So the clerics and troubadours, as far as I can tell, do not have combat animations. Presumably because, like, you know, getting a knife animation for a cleric, there's not one on the repo. I would assume that's the reason for it, but I don't 100% know. We'll mend up Isa. We could just iron bow you, actually. Oh, you are gonna be so awesome once you promoted to adventurer, buddy. So then Sierra will bonk the wyvern. Luck? Literally, we just fucking kill you! Goodbye, Silverland's peg. Okay, we'll heal up David. Sierra is popping off. Don't mess with Bless Sierra. We heal up Cytheria. Might. So it'd be 22 versus your defense of 13. So not super great. Ah, there you are. What? Who are you? Relax, I'm a friend. I'm the one who busted Miklo out. You are? Then you have my thanks. No problem. I got a bone to pick with these mercenary types myself. I was enjoying a very good nap until they decided to move in here. Huh? Guess it doesn't matter. I'd have to wake up and help you eventually, princess. Okay, what? How do you even... You won't even tell me if I ask, will you? Nope! Well, I guess as long as you're benevolent. Believe me, I'm more than just benevolent. Point me in a direction and I'll deal with it. If you say so. Alright, let's grab the short bow. Give it to you. Give you a heal staff as well. Okay. Bonk you a few times. Sierra is just incredible. You go here. We could just hammer you. Hammer! You have, what is this, a steel ballista. So you have 20 attack. Okay, we'll hammer you. What uses the Ephraim sprites? That is a dismounted cavalier. And I believe we want to use the Ocean's Bow here. Unless... Actually, we can... Yeah, we Glaucus you. Or Gladiolus you. Why isn't our lord as good as Sierra? Balancing purposes. Ephraim gets a horse on promotion. I mean, I think it's just, you know... Because that's the, you know, we're working with the models we got available, right? I don't think it's meant to be that deep. Okay, we'll steel bow you. Mikkolo, you're alright! Yes, just about. Where's Stellara? Sorry, we're still working on that. Then let me help. Are you sure? I can't even conceive of the conditions you've been held under. That's no excuse for me not to act. Besides, things are going to get worse. What do you mean? So it hasn't happened yet, then. What hasn't happened? Mikkolo, tell me! What do you know that I don't? I'll explain once we get Stellara back and we're off this godforsaken island. Fine. Oh, and Roseanne? What? I know you're smart enough to tell this was some sort of trap, but thanks for coming to get us anyway. Are you kidding? Did you think I was just gonna leave you two out here to die? Yeah, it would have likely been for the best if you did, but thank you. What is he on about? Alright, so the steel ballista hits Anton. Can we kill the fireball guy? We can kill the fireball guy. David! We can burn you. I guess that is one way to fucking take down the ship. Okay, well, fireball. Holy shit, Gerard! Alright, hammer you? Yeah, hammer time, but we'll heal first. Just to be safe. In case he misses. Hammer time the armor. Okay, Anton, you know, I wasn't impressed, but, you're gonna keep getting levels like that? I welcome it. More Outlanders? I'm surprised you managed to find your way here. These water-carrying beasts, the likes of which you will never see elsewhere. Apparently, though, you still answer to their rulers, wherever they may be. Should you encounter one of them, though, hope to the gods they're on your side. Here on the mainland, one of them once sunk the south end of the continent. Imagine what someone could do if they could harness that kind of power. Okay, iron debuffs defense and res. I think we can kill him this turn. If you flux, you escaped? No matter, it's your wife I really want. If you've so much as touched a hair on her head, I swear I will crush you like the cockroach you are. Damn it all, Queenara, get back here right now. She can't save you. Get out of my way! I refuse. Then prepare to die on the end of my blade. Oh, Kunara. I knew this was a terrible idea. How low is his res growth? 20%. Kunara, get back here. I can't hold them off myself. Damn you, Kunara. I can't hold out. Begone, travelers. This place has nothing for your type. Take those strange mercenaries with you. None of you belong in these hollowed lands. Sometimes the torrents caused by water dragons cause relics to wash up here. Apparently, this is a type of bow that was popular in a land far away from here. It's been restrung, but water damage has drastically reduced its service life. You might as well take it with you. It's not worth anything to us. Cynthian bow. Extended. Oh, it's a long bow. I wonder if is that a reference to another hack that I haven't played. Priestess Stellara, where are you? Princess? You actually came? By the gods, this is a nightmare! Stellara? We have to get away from here and quickly! There has to be somewhere safe we can go. Somewhere safe? What do you mean? Oh, Princess, I don't know how to tell. You fell into this obvious trap, but I didn't fall into it. I stepped into it willingly. I wasn't going to leave you two here alone. I don't care what happens. Princess, Clearly, you know a lot more about what's going on here than I do. But let's focus on getting off this island first and foremost. We still haven't seen that woman, and I doubt she's far behind. Of course. I brought you some stabs you can use. You're in good enough condition to, right? Naturally. These blackguards cannot break my spirit. Leave the healing to me. If this really is a trap, then this is where they'll spring it. Those dogs. They'll probably come from there. I feel like we've not seen the last of the men on the forts either. We should make sure we're ready. So that was not the end. Okay. So I guess we gotta go back. Also, what does Sanctify do? Boost strength, magic, speed, defense, and res by 3 for 1 turn. Oh, she has a rally staff. That's pretty interesting. Stellara. Oh, Mikolo! I'm starting to think I would never get to see you again. It's alright, I'm here now. Have you told the princess what we learned here yet? No, I thought it best to be focused on escaping this place first. Agreed. I just hope she can take it. Your aura, it is worrying. Who are you exactly? No one that important. You're Mikolo's wife, then? Yes, I am. How did you know that? He told me. You know, when I was busting him out of the holding cell? You're the one who saved him? Why? I think you're forgetting a thank you? Relax, I'm cool. I just wanted to help you get off my island. God, this is pointless. Thank you all the same. No problem. Alright, we'll heal up Mikolo. And I'm guessing we now go, like, down back towards the docks to escape. Heal up Pavot. And there's this dock here too. Oh, that insufferably incompetent Spud. Abram, don't think you're free yet. Where am I? Still here, unfortunately. Quirina, how lovely it is to see you today. The feeling is not mutual, I assure you. Do you even know how hard it was to get here? Even for someone as brilliant as me? I'm sorry, Quirina. Really. And do you know how hard it was for me not to sandbag myself so those morons would think they're riding to your deaths? Oh, would you know how hard it is for me to sandbag myself so those morons wouldn't think they're riding their deaths? And how hard it was to organize any of this with our client. How much work I've had to put into this to get to this point, only for you to competently arse it up? Only for you to completely arse it up? We only got half payment if we can't deliver the princess's corpse, remember? Please, I'm sorry. Oh, you're useless. Just get out of here. I'll deal with these idiots myself. Yes, ma'am. Reinforcements should be coming from the southwest soon, but I'm gonna pass up on an opportunity to pay that princess back for beating me. So, Roseanne, you thought you were stronger than me? How wrong you are. Do your worst, princess. There's more of them coming. We have to escape on the boat. To clear the chapter, navigate the Thunderhead to any of the docks, then have Roseanne use the talk command on it. Okay, so presumably we go to the other dock. We go to this one that has a boat stationed on it. You have a ballista, you have a ballista. Okay, let's... Can flux you... Those armor knights are playing with fire by standing so close to an enemy magic user. Ooh. Okay, because what I think we do is you kill this guy with Gladios, throwable rapier. Okay, we iron bow you. Iron axe you. Iron sword you. And slim lance. And that lets us kill you with a fireball. So you go here with an Iron Lance. Over here. Heal you. You have just an Iron Lance. So you go here. The Steel Axe. Bonk you. Cavs coming up to chase us down. And enemy wyverns. Okay. Pavot. Kill this guy. Ooh. Okay, you do this. C rank daggers. Hatchet you. Flux you. You dagger. Like so. Go up. Can do this. Oh, okay, we get the crit. Go there. Heal you up. Wyvern coming, calves coming. More reinforcements. I think our boat is experiencing the same glitch that Wario has in Code of the Burger King, where because it joins partway through, when auto end turned is on, it and it's the last unit, the turn ends. Because last time it ended without the boat moving. And that's the same glitch that Wario has, and I think it's for the same reason. Oh damn, finally someone hit Sierra. And she got strength again! Okay, so we are just shy. So we Beast Killer you. She's gotten like 4 strength level ups. 25%, more like 100%. Can Fireball you. Okay, we'll Fireball you. This thief is popping off so much. Yo, our fucking pre-promote also just got a goated level up. Those aren't even good growths. It's like backwards day. The good growths and bad growths are reversed. So Santheria can do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we might as well just staff you. Yas Queen, double that, Cav. Fast, green-haired sword user. Is that everyone? Cytheria is not coming. She said she couldn't be seen leaving the island with us. Took her own boat and left. Makes sense, I suppose. The Tsar woman with the bow hasn't shown up either. We can't just wait around for her. If everyone else is on board, then we have to leave immediately. Right. Alright, these guys are relentless. Wait, something's coming! Great, as if this day couldn't get any damn better. The hell is that thing? A water dragon. We're done for. It's attacking! Brace for impact! They're gone. I don't get it. Don't think there is anything to get, really. Just be glad we're not drowning right now. Whew. I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it did. Astoundingly, we've escaped without more than superficial damage. We took on maybe enough water to fill an inkwell. Pretty much okay. Come on, don't look so dour. We got out in the end, didn't we? We escaped the trap just fine. No, we didn't. What do you mean? Princess, the king, he's dead. Or about to be. What? That man, Abram, he told us everything. This kidnapping was just a ploy to draw you away from Hasana. A ploy? A ploy by who? Who the hell's responsible for this? Please, I can take it. It's Prince Briar. I knew it! I called it! That guy was sus! That guy was sus! You're acting pretty sus, Walt! What about him? It was him. He hired those mercenaries to kidnap us and poison the king. By the gods. We have to get back to Hasana immediately. I have to speak with Briar. I must hear the truth from him. Princess, if we return to Hasana now, you will surely be executed. Under what grounds? Because he's going to claim that you're the one who killed Wolfram. That's why he ordered the kidnapping. You were supposed to conveniently vanish shortly before the king died. Then, the reason he told me to keep this a secret is fairly obvious. Mikelo! Sorry. I think I'm going to be sick. Should we go after her? No. Not yet, at least. The time for strategizing will come. For now, let the poor woman grieve. Alright, if no one's got any objections, I'm calling this impromptu meeting to order. First item of business, I have a workable plan you can use, but I have one condition on giving it to you. That condition being, you don't object to dropping me off at the nearest Kasari port. You're leaving? You're not? What the hell do you people hope to gain by standing with the princess? You do realize there's a reason people like you and Anton are here, right? This was a suicide mission meant to dispose of anyone problematic. You think you'll just be able to slip in and integrate with society? Of course I don't. I'm getting the first ship off the continent. I suggest you all follow suit. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I wasn't going to try. I want to thank you for helping me so far. Sure, no problem, I guess. Alright then, what's the plan? And don't just say leave. Take this ship to the southeast coast. Find an outcropping and hide it. Take down the mast, drop anchor, make this boat your hideout. And then what? That girl, Cytherea, seemed to be high up in a place called Sapphire Bay. Maybe try there. I know of it. It's a town in the southeast. It's on the east side of the Bridge of Healing, so won't be a checkpoint. Only other way into West Kyceria is by heading north in Hasana proper. They're gonna be looking for this ship, so we can't go by water either. Well, there you go. At least one person there will believe you're not abetting a murderer. That's better than you'll get anywhere else on this continent at this point. Our situation really is dire, isn't it? Oh, you're completely hosed. I'm not even going to attempt to deny that. But if you want to make the new king pay for killing his old man, that's step one. You do want that, I assume. I don't know. I'm considering it. Sounds like a yes to me. I'll chart a course. You will pay, Princess. I promise you we will. You're right. He has to be brought to justice. Well, this feels like a good stopping point, just sort of the introductory act and whatnot. Yeah, Trap is strong and Pyrona has changed forever. So I think we're gonna call it for tonight. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Take care. And remember to become Sail.